This old woman lived a normal life, but a few years ago, she suffered from these small facial tumors that deformed her face. Now, seeing and focusing on an object is becoming difficult, and she fears that with no support, she would soon go blind. But what really happened to this old woman, and how did she come from this to this in a short period of time? Today, we are back in Uganda in one of the far villages, Bengo Parish. We visit this family and they tell us more of what happened to this woman.
Amanya gange bampita Mugaba Esther. Wano tuli Bingo B village. Ebintu bino byantandika nga ndi mukulu w'ente. Naja wano kinana njerere nga ndi bulungi.
60-year-old Mugaba Esther was born normal and lived a normal life like anyone else. After growing up, she met a man whom they fell in love and proceeded to making a family together. She produced 8 children in total, 5 girls and 3 boys. She says that life was good until 3 years ago when she started developing some facial tumors.
Yatandika mpola mpola nga bujja butono butono bwe buti ne bugenda nga bukula paka kutuusa wano wendi.
It was one day when I woke up and felt the face was rough, and when I touched and saw my face, I found I had started bringing some small tumors in the face. By that time, there were not as many as they are today, but were aching, and I felt so uncomfortable, hence visiting the hospital. By then, the husband was willing to do anything to see her beautiful wife treated, but upon being examined, no exact illness was detected and they were given a few painkillers, and she thought that maybe the painkillers would calm the situation, but later her condition got worse, where facial tumors increased and covered her face. She fears that maybe one day all tumors will even cover her eyes, which will be the end of her life, as her tumors looks like they're not slowing down anytime soon. A lot can happen in 3 years, but seeing how she looked 3 years ago and how she looks today because of these facial tumors is quite shocking. Her husband tried taking her to hospitals, and after running out of money, that's when they were told that her treatment is almost impossible. But they know that with the availability of enough money, the 60-year-old might be treated and have a normal life. Everyone, starting from the husband, her children and grandchildren, were all shocked by her quick facial transformation, and they can't really understand why such would happen. Yet in all her entire family, no one has ever suffered from such a health condition, so that it will be at least hereditary. She says that at least she suffered from this illness when she had stopped giving birth, as due to this illness, the whole body became weak and there is nothing she can do. Yet before this illness, she was still energetic and did some jobs and other home activities here, like fetching water and more. But now, that is no longer possible. She's lucky that she has a big family and they help her the way they can. This is the husband to Esther. He says that he and the wife have now spent 40 years married to each other, which is a big achievement, and they still love and care for each other, and there is nothing that will separate them. His wife was strong and fit until recently when she suffered from these facial tumors. As a responsible spouse, he did everything and tried his best in taking the love of his life to hospitals. But 3 years is a long period of time, and as a person who is a farmer and depends on agriculture, he ran out of money and now has nothing else to do. Since he used all saving he had kept on his wife's treatment, he says that at the moment he's even failing to pay his children's school fees and struggling to provide for his family. And with that being said, he needs support so that the wife would be given advanced treatment, as he believes that advanced treatment would help and maybe bring her back to her old, beautiful look. As of today, she does not even see clearly due to those tumors.
Singa waweerawo omuntu n'awaayo obuyambi n'amusasana tuwa obuyambi banamuwa obuyambi agezaako ne tulaba namamutwala ki mu ddwaliro Mulago.
If I got the support, and maybe I'll take her to Mulago Hospital, one of the big hospitals we have here. I think she can be given treatment and has more chances of getting back to her normal look. But all that requires a big amount of money that we cannot afford. Juliet is a wife to one of Esther's sons. In other words, Esther is her mother-in-law. She says that as days go by, the old woman's face goes on changing and jokes that one day they will even fail to recognize her as the condition is not slowing down. Juliet says that her mother-in-law is one of the kind people she has ever known. Since there is nothing big she can contribute, she at least visits her more often, talk to her, comfort her, and make sure she's doing good. Facial tumors are clusters of abnormal cells that cause swelling or lesions and can be malignant or benign. When left unaddressed, they can cause deformities and the shifting of facial structures, which is what is happening to the 60-year-old woman. 21-year-old Simon is one of the sons of this woman and says that no one would like seeing such things happen to their mother. If he had ways of solving this, he would have solved it, but adds that this is out of his hands. He says that her mom was beautiful and one of the most beautiful women in this village, but that remains a story, and no one among people who don't know her mother before can agree with this man. He prays that God helps their mother to get advanced treatment. Simon started, but after reaching P4, his parents ran out of money, which contributed to dropping out. He wishes he could have at least made it to high school and was unlucky that he could not even finish his primary education. This family is requesting for the support as they know that with advanced treatment, the 60-year-old can be treated and live a normal life. But money has always been a problem. A story by Janti Shamamba. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.